Hey guys, Carissa here. I just wanted to make a really quick video for you explaining the differences between how to look at the differences between posting on a Facebook page as opposed to posting in a Facebook group, as opposed to running an ad on Facebook. And I thought this might help a few people just to think about it a little bit differently. This is the way that I've always thought about my own social media marketing. Even back before I knew what social media marketing was, this is always just kind of the philosophy or strategy that I had when I went around posting on my Facebook page, and how I got clients and fans and interaction and engagement and all of the things that people are trying to get on Facebook. But unfortunately, a lot of people are not getting the likes or engagement and comments and sales and bookings and growth that they actually want. And I think it's because they're just not thinking about it the right way. So this is the way that I like to look at it. So your Facebook page is a stage. So that's always the way that I've kind of seen it. I look at my Facebook page like right here as if it is a stage, and there is a crowd of however many fans you have standing around you, or standing, looking up at the stage, looking at you. Although not everybody that's in the crowd is going to be looking at you or paying attention to you, right? A lot of them may not even see or hear or notice what you're talking about, because everybody's more interested in themselves and their own lives. They might be having a conversation with the person next to them. They might be on their phone looking at something completely different, not paying attention to you at all. Or they may just not be in the right mood or the right headspace to pay attention to what you're saying. So I've always thought about it as though, like, I never will expect anyone to give me their attention based on what I'm posting. All I can do is treat it as though my page is a stage and I'm putting on a show that is either based around entertaining people, educating them, something that's going to get their attention and that's going to make them want to give their attention, something that they're going to agree with, something that they're going to relate to, something that's going to help them, something that's going to make them interested in what you do, or your business or your life. So I have said in my free ebook, which is on my website if you haven't seen it, there's a chapter or a page around Facebook's designed to be social. It absolutely is, and one of the main reasons why people are not getting engagement is because they're being really unsocial. They're just very self-focused, I suppose. They're making it all about them and what they're doing and their business and their products and their services, and they're really not adding any value or stories or entertainment to the audience whatsoever. And so, I mean, I can give you some examples, if it'll let me scroll down. So the things that I post on my page, I make a lot of videos. Obviously, this one's going to go up on my page when I finish recording it. It's some, just content that I'm giving to people, for some free tips, some free advice, some free value that I know is hopefully going to be helpful to someone. I never assume that anyone will, that anything that I put out is actually going to help people either. I just hope that it will. Like, that's my whole strategy around it. I'm like, yeah, maybe someone will get benefit from this because it works for me. So the more my business has grown, the more effort I've put into actually like recording videos, and we've made a proper intro and everything now. But I make a lot of videos. I do some like funny posts that I know people will, maybe think are funny, or that I think is funny. I always base what I share that I think is funny. Like, if it makes me laugh, then it might make other people laugh, because ideally the people that follow me and my clients are like me. Sometimes I show off the results that my clients are getting inside my business, inside my program, and I tell little stories about them. Sometimes I just have random thoughts or like rants in my head that I see something in someone else's Facebook group that inspires them. I'm just like, oh my God, no, you're doing it wrong, or that I want to be like kind of ranty or something, and I'm like, oh, I'll share that on my page. Like, people might think that's funny. This one got quite a lot of exposure, a lot of engagement from that. Sometimes I'll write like educational posts and stuff. And so the basic way that I look at my page is it's not actually designed to sell and promote my products and services. It's more of a stage where I'm putting on a show, I'm putting on a performance, I'm educating people, I'm entertaining them. That's how I look at it. But I'll get to ads in a minute and how I look at ads. Group, I feel like a group should be looked at as though you're not on a stage anymore, you're in amongst a group. Let me go to my group. It's called Coffee with Carissa if you're not in it. And so I purposefully called my group Coffee with Carissa because I wanted it to feel like it's just a big coffee shop where people hang out and chat amongst each other and ask each other questions and get to know each other like you would in a group of people. So I look at the group as if like I'm not on the stage anymore, I'm in amongst the crowd, but there is no stage. Like it's like a room full of people, or in my case a coffee shop, and the kind of things that I would talk about in this group or post about are things that I would maybe talk to someone about like actually in a social circle situation. Now there was one that I did the other day that was just like a random thought that popped into my head, which was like, do you ever go through stages where you use the same word or phrase over and over again? Right now I just use absolutely and epic all the time. Like what are yours? So that's something that's completely irrelevant to business even once again, but it's something that I would bring up in conversation and ask someone because I'm pretty weird and that's the kind of thoughts that go through my head. But does that kind of make sense so far? Like if you're in a group, or the kind of things that you post in a group are like questions to ask people or sharing things, like kind of having a conversation and getting to know people. And once again, you can share things that are giving value. Like I'll share this video on my page and then I will share it into my group as well, because I know some people may not see it on my page. So I do think it is a benefit for every business to have their own group, but your group doesn't necessarily have to be for your business and about your products and services, because that's not the reason why someone would want to join a group. Like people want to join a group if it's going to benefit them in some way and if it's going to add value to their lives. So even if you are a local business in a small town, you could create a group that is like a buy, swap, sell group, or a mums group, or a yoga group, like a knitting group, like community, whatever it is, something that you're actually passionate about in your personal life and you want to bring other people together that are passionate about that thing too, or you just want to bring like-minded people together for whatever reason. Like Coffee with Carissa, it isn't bringing people together who are all interested in me, it might be, but the overall idea when I had this group was that I wanted it to be like, it's a coffee shop. Like it's my coffee shop. I want people to come in and chat and have coffee. I've got mine right here. There we go. And then finally ads. How I look at ads is I don't ever look at, so if I'm wanting to actually sell things on Facebook, I don't usually try and do that often just by a post on my Facebook page. I still do that because I love boosted posts, and I've talked about how much I love boosted posts, and I recently made several thousands of dollars off a boosted post, and then I ran a course showing people how I did that, or a little training on how I did that. But what was I going to say? But when I'm actually running ads or promotions, oh, there's a message that's popped up underneath there. Sorry. I don't think about it as though it's me going to them. I think about it as though, what can I offer them or get in front of them that's going to make them want to come to me? Does that kind of make sense? So it works differently if you're talking to people who already know who you are, or if you're talking to people who have no idea who you are. So if there's people that have no idea who I am and I want to run an ad and allow them to get to know who I am, I'm not going to just go directly to them and say, hey, this is me, this is what I do, come and buy from me, because that's an immediate turn off. Like I wouldn't do that to someone's face. I wouldn't walk down the street and say that to someone. So why would I do it on Facebook? Like I always look at Facebook as though I try and visualize it as if it's actually the equivalent of what it would be in real life with real people. It's no different. It's all just people. So I don't know why people think about it differently, but instead, if I wanted someone to, you know, pay attention to me or get to know me or be interested in my programs or courses or whatever I sell, then I'd first of all want to offer them something that they might like for free, to see if they're interested, and then if they are, they will come back to me and inquire. Is that making sense so far? So hopefully it is. And then if I was actually selling something then directly, I would focus on promoting that to people who already know who I am, not to complete strangers who have no idea. So I guess the basic process of it is I offer something for free for people who have no idea who I am, some of those people are going to like me, some of them are not. It's just how it is. It's like real life, right? You don't like everyone. You're not friends with everyone. So it's the same goes in business. So some people will think, oh yeah, I'm interested in this, or that's cool, thank you, you know, I'll come check you out now, what do you do? And then those people, like, then I will present my stage and put on my show on my page and whatever, and those people will get to know me and like my stuff and whatever and decide whether they want to hang around or not. And then when I'm ready to actually offer them something that I think they will like, after I've spent time getting to know people and understanding them in the group, then I might put a post on my page that's designed to offer people something that I think they might like, and then I will boost that post or run it as an ad to those people. That's a very basic description of it, but that's kind of what I would do. Like, if your page is your stage, right, you wouldn't just go directly up on a stage and try and throw offers at people or just say, hey, come and buy this. Like, it would be a massive turn off if someone did that. So you need to put on a performance, you need to give value, you need to, you know, educate people, entertain people, empower people, and then at the end of your performance, or at the end of every performance, like, you could put on a performance that goes for a week, you could put on a performance that goes for a month, and then you might offer something at the end. And if the people are interested, if you've given them value, if they like you, then they'll take you up on that, if it's an offer that they want as well. It always comes back down to that. But yeah, let me know if you liked this video, if it makes sense, if it adds any clarity to your life whatsoever around Facebook marketing. That's what works for me. I hope you like it.